Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a quick video. It's all about deploying Microsoft Defender for Endpoint onto Linux machines. So I'll give you a scenario. I had actually recently a client who's got just a few machines. They would like to import. Since only a few machines, we decided rather than using automation and things like that, we just do it the traditional way, which is manually. When you're doing manually, there's a couple of steps being Linux. There's a couple of steps to do, or a couple of ways rather to do this. The first way is what you see in my screen here is you need to follow certain prerequisites. You need to configure the repository, and based on whichever flavor of Linux you're using, you need to run all these yum commands and things like that. Once you complete the prerequisites, you then actually download the onboarding package and download it. Or the other way is to actually use an md underscore installer script, which is what I will be using here. It's a very quick way of doing things. There are a couple of videos and also articles like this telling you how to run the script, which will also help with the onboarding process as well. But it doesn't give you a complete right from zero to all the way to onboarding, because there's quite a few nuances when you do this. Things like permission issues and things you will encounter when you try to run these commands into in Linux. So I thought I'm going to give you a basic video portraying each and everything, right from building a VM in Azure or a Linux VM in Azure to deploying everything, all the permissions you require, etc. So yeah, which unfortunately none of the videos have in full length. So to start off with, just to confirm, this is my scenario. Basically, this is my security.microsoft.com. You go into security.microsoft.com. It takes you to your security portal within Microsoft. You go into settings, and within settings, you go into endpoints. And from endpoints, you then go into onboarding. Select Linux server. It's, as I said, you can do it through two different ways, using Puppet or Chef, and try to use that to automate to a large collection of Linux servers, or you can do local script manually. Since it's only about a few handful of machines, which is why I thought I'm just going to use the local script. And you download this onboarding package. The next step after that, I've already downloaded this in a location, which I will show you. The next step after that is you go into this particular link. It's a GitHub link where you have the code here. So once you go here and download this code, which I've again downloaded already, you use this code to run that onboarding package. So I go into here and just download this zip file. I have already downloaded this. So once as you see, I've just downloaded my downloads folder. You go here, you open that, open that again, Linux. You then go into installation, and that is the md underscore installer.sh file. So as you can see, I've now downloaded, it's there. What I've done now, I've just created a new folder called Windows Defender ATP. I have downloaded that package that you can see from this particular website, this onboarding package, and also this one, like how I've shown you, the download from this particular website as well. And I have actually copied that into this particular folder here. So there you go. I've got the md underscore installer.sh and Defender ATP. Cool. That's done. Next, my next step is I go and then build a virtual machine. To build a virtual machine, stock standard, you go here, you go and select this one, select a resource group, whatever machine you want to go. I'll just go maybe Ubuntu 2, or again, doesn't allow you for spaces, so Ubuntu 2. I don't want any availability zones, I don't want that, I just want standard. You can use an 18.04 or a 20.04 version, whichever you want. Click on next. I will just select for a standard, and I just review and create. Again, I'm not going to go through this. It's going to take me 5 minutes to deploy this, but it's just a very stock standard. Go next, and review and create. I already have one created here, which is Ubuntu 1, and I basically have that machine here already built. It's got a public IP address as well, which is what I will be using to log in. Again, this is just basics, just showing you how to get the onboarding package installed into the Linux machine and onboard it into MD. It's not talking about security, so this is just basically for you to understand. So we are ignoring the security for now, because by the time you see this video, this particular virtual machine will be deleted and all these configurations within the Azure portal will be deleted as well. So to get this done, what I have done is I actually have installed WinSCP on my machine, and this is the WinSCP. As you see here, it's under my downloads. I've got my onboarding, both my onboarding packages here. I just create a new session, and over here it's going to ask me for a host name. I'm just going to copy my host name here. Again, you can use whatever. As I said, it really doesn't matter because all this will be deleted by the time you see it. So, and log in. Yes, cool. Starting session. Cool. So if now another, these are things that I would like to show you because this is not there in any of the videos. Now by default, if you actually open up, so I'm just going to try to see if I can copy those two files into any one of these locations. So give it a second. So I'm trying to copy these two files into that Linux server that we have built right now. It's called Ubuntu One. So if I, let's say, if I go and try to copy this into my temp, let's pick a location. Yeah, let's try to see if we can, or better than, yeah, or 10. Yeah, let's see if we can try to copy it here. If you see this, okay, here it basically allowed me to copy this. Maybe because it's a temp location. So I'm just going to go one step back because I want to show you something. If you go, let's say, try to, yep, let's go into user, and it should be a user and an SRC location. I would assume by default it should not allow me. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. So in the temp location you can copy, but in this, let's say, it says permission denied. Now how do you fix this problem? Now what you do is, so yep, so we abort this. You need to give this particular access, which we will do in a second. So what we do is we go into commands, open in PuTTY. Yeah. Password. So what you need to do is you need to provide this particular location admin access to copy data. That's why it's got permission denied. So to do that, what you need to do is you need to go into ch, so this is the command that you use, it's chmod -r, or -r, not t, 777 slash, look at the name, it's usr slash src, and let's enter. Bang. You see that it's now it's traversing through all this. It's going to take some time. I'll come back once it's done. Okay, so it's completed the permissions and everything is going good. So in the interest of time, what I'm going to do is I will copy this into the /temp directory. So as you know, the steps are chmod -r 777 into whichever directory you want, and that will give you the permission. But in the interest of time, I'm just going to copy in the temp folder. Cool. So as you can see now, they both are copied there. Okay, so once you have copied that, the commands to follow is sudo -s if you want to go into the root, and once from there you would want to go into the folder itself, which is the temp. So for that you would just go cd -tmp for memory. Yep, that's correct. And from here I want to check to see if my installer and my Defender ATP onboarding Linux script is this. So I just click on ls. And there you go. Those are the folders. Perfect. So now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to run these both together. This script will do all the prereqs and also onboard we'll also onboard using this onboarding script that we have downloaded. So let's go and do this. So to do this, you just need to run the following commands. The command to do that is so that is sudo. Come on, sudo. Yeah, okay. So that's sudo dot star mde underscore installer. That yeah dot sh hyphen I hyphen C prod hyphen O dot star Microsoft hyphen M. Ideally, this should come back as a failure, and I'll show you why. Yeah, perfect. So this one says your command is not found. Ideally, it doesn't mean it's not found. It just means that you don't have read-write permissions. To confirm that, if I go and just say ls-l from memory, yeah, okay, ls-l from memory, and if you go to that particular file, which is this onboarding file, you see that this one has only read permission. You should ideally get something like a read write, similar to this root. It's called read write permission. That's why it's running. This is called just read permission, and it would be the same thing for the installer as well. It's called read permission. So you need to change this permission to read write. So to do that, all we need to do is you go into sudo chmod a plus x and then mde underscore installer.sh. I'm going to click on enter, and I'm going to do the same thing for the onboarding Linux package as well. A plus X Microsoft, yeah, and then if I click on enter, now let us check ls-l. And if you see now, where is it in installer? It's got hyphen X as opposed to just hyphen R, which is what we had in the past. Where is it? Yeah, it's hyphen X here, and also we have an hyphen X here in Defender for different as well. Cool. So now if you go and run that command, let's see what happens. So now this is the command that we wanted to run. Yeah, that one there. So before I run this command, I just want to show you something else. In the portal, if you go down to, so this is the security port. If you go down to devices here, you have one Ubuntu device, which is the device that I tested before I actually put this channel in, which is one of my older device, which is this Ubuntu that you can see here. What we are doing right now is we're importing Ubuntu 1. So if you go here, that is the Ubuntu that we're talking, which I said I already imported before I did this channel. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to import Ubuntu 1. So I'm running this command, and if you see that, it says it requires 2 or more exiting. Okay, perfect. So now this is what you get. So as you can see here, MD requires 2 cores or more to run. It only found 1. So I'm going to pause that or turn that VM off, change it to 2 cores, and get back to you again. So why am I showing you this? I want to show you the nuances that you're going to face rather than just showing you the right answers. So these are the things that you will face if you have a VM and you just need to know how to fix it as well. So let me pause this video for now. Let me bring it back to 2 cores and I'll rerun the same thing again. Cool. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm back. So as you can see now, I've upgraded my vCPU to 2, and let's hope that everything works well. And let's try now. Okay, so now we're going. So it was stored in my temp folder. So I go into CD, or let's go to S, and let's go CD hyphen TMP hyphen. Oh, correct. It's not TMP. It's temp TMP slash. By the way, just to show you guys, this is what I'm looking at. CD hyphen slash temp. That's on my second screen. So okay, so that's where I got the location. Perfect. If I go and just say ls hyphen l, just to make sure we are always on read right. Okay. Okay, and I'm just going to say ls again. confirming. Yeah, so I'm just going to go and just type an ls-l just to see that it's still the same thing. And clearly it looks like it's reverted back to us. So I think if I've turned it off and if I have put this in the temp folder, it gets deleted. The items that I've saved in the temp folder gets deleted. So I basically had to copy both of them back into the temp folder, into the temp folder, and which makes sense, you know. Temp folders are always temporary, and when you reboot, everything goes. So which means I do the same drill again, which means you get to see one more time how to change the permissions to read write. So to do that, you go to chmod a plus x mde underscore, and I would say there would be a tab there, and same thing again, sudo chmod a plus x Microsoft come on typo. Okay, that's good. Right, cool. Okay, and once we have done that, we then go and do our command. The command to basically do the for md underscore installer to onboard, run the prereqs, and then do run use this particular onboarding package to onboard it into MDE or to MD, like how it is here. So you should be seeing ideally Ubuntu 1 if everything goes well. So let's go and do that command. It is sudo ** mde underscore installer sh hyphen I hyphen c prod hyphen o dot. Lovely. And now you can see minimum requirements are met. You know, the 2 CPU, it's connected, no config found, and it's now installing it. Hallelujah. So let's wait for this. It might take maybe a couple of minutes. So let's wait. I'm going to pause while I'm waiting, so you don't have to wait for a couple of minutes. As you can see, showing us installing MDE. It's now proceeded. It's now saying onboarding script. So it's on use that onboarding script. It's done that onboarding. So it's basically that script that what we were saying. It basically ran all the prereqs and also used this onboarding package and said all good and exiting. Thank you very much. Perfect. So now to confirm the health of MD-ATP, all what you need to do is go into MD-ATP and then health. You see here, and it will tell you is it healthy, and it's true. It will tell you also what release ring, it's production. Now I will send you a video as to find out what is the release ring and things like that. I will show it. You can find that in that particular video, which will tell you what does production and things like that mean. Okay, so let's wait. Hopefully it might take a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to refresh this and let's see how it goes. Just refreshing that. Still two. Yep, that's that. I expected that it won't be this quick, so I'm just going to wait for some time and then get back to you guys. Okay, so it took me about 15 minutes to be honest. But anyway, long story short, as you can see, hallelujah, Ubuntu 1 is here. If you can see here, it will give you everything right from its onboarding status, when it was last seen, which was of course today. First seen again today because we just did it now. There's no incidents. I would assume timeline. It's probably a bit too early. It will take oh, I thought it was a bit too early. I thought normally it takes 24 hours to do it, but it just gives you the different things that you have on that server. And yeah, So that kind of makes sense. Yep, that kind of makes sense because it's going to be looking into things only down the track. Give it 24 hours, you should see more data coming in. Cool. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So just to confirm, basic things, or what you need to do is you need to have your WinSCP client. You have to. I will give you these two links of these pages. Just need to make sure that you download this file here, md underscore installer. Make sure you go into your security on board that, put that together. I also showed you the nuances that you can possibly face when you run, like permission issues and things, which you already know by now following my video. And that's about it. I'll put all the description and things like that in the links above, in the links below as well. Cool. Thank you very much. And feel free to let me know if you need any other videos, and I'll put that accordingly. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.